afternoon, traders. It's Bill Baruch with Blue Line Futures. And it's your daily midday market minute. A little bit of a quad-witching hangover, but before I get to it, if you're watching this on YouTube, please click the link below and subscribe. Like and subscribe. If you're watching from a website, there's also a link below to direct you to YouTube, and you can subscribe that way. We'd love you to follow us. We'd love you to help us build our following. Yeah, call it what it is. Call it what you think it might be. Quad-witching hangover, digestion of the recent rip in the stock market. The equity markets are pulling back. It's healthy to see a little bit of a pullback here today. And guess what? It came right to major 3-star support in the S&P. Got some big levels right in front of 4,400. Check them out. They're all in the Morning Express. Same thing with the NASDAQ. I can tell you 15,164 has been a level that we've been watching on the way up, and now it's pretty big on the way down. We're seeing a little bit of afternoon rebound here in equity markets, and I laid out the landscape for you on the Morning Express. Where do we need to see price action get out above in order to neutralize this weakness and sort of restart the sort of melt higher? But again, this is healthy to see here, and it's no coincidence that it comes in after a little bit of FOMO buying, a little bit of short covering, a little bit of sort of quad-witching hangover, or whatever it might be. It's as healthy to see, and as the week unfolds, there's still going to be a lot of hurdles. Fed Chair Powell has a 2-day congressional testimony that begins tomorrow. It's going to be crucial. We have a lot of central bank speak going on. Minutes for the Bank of Japan tonight, Bank of England meeting policy decision on Thursday. A lot going on, like I said. Other central bank talkers, other Fed speakers as well. So stay nimble out there. But Fed Chair Powell will highlight the week here beginning tomorrow in his 2-day congressional testimony. Usually that first day is the bigger one. But again, we've laid the path out. A lot of levels we have out there for you, and we're okay. We went neutral for the first time in what feels like months, and we expect this market to digest these gains, and that is okay here. But right around the corner, June 27th is the start of a very seasonally bullish time of year for equity markets. If you bought equities, bought the S&P specifically on June 27th and held it for the next month, you've made money 15 on the last 15 years. Give us a shout. We'd love to talk about that with you and give you a little more context around it. Moving on to crude oil, we saw a dip below $70. And this market had a good Friday, and it sort of just tried to test higher and tried to test higher. Then the People's Bank of China cut rates as expected last night, and we couldn't extend those gains. And then the U.S. dollar started getting going. And really what set things off a little heavier for the equity markets as it did for commodities was that big housing starts number, 21.7% jump month over month. No one wants to sell their current house, and so it is new homes being built to supply for that home demand. And that's what we're seeing here in this distortion of the market, where you got these home builder stocks. They're making record highs. But what it did today is it increased the dollar. It weighed on commodities. I think crude oil specifically had a little bit of a technical stall. It's basing at that $70 mark. We have, again, some levels laid out there for you as we move into the middle part of the week where you get some inventory data. And remember, last week's inventory numbers were fairly bearish. So let's see how things kind of shake out and maybe sort of even out a little bit here. It means it could be a little bit of a bullish one this week. Look for it to stay above $70 heading into the number. It could build a platform for that. And then looking at the metals were hit pretty hard. Gold back below $19.50, testing $19.40. Silver basically testing $23, 23 and a quarter right now, just kind of hanging around. Copper actually held pretty good. And that's, sort of the two sides of copper, where you get the People's Bank of China cutting rates, and copper did not act very well last night initially because it was more of a buy the rumor, sell the news into that. But the strong housing data is actually good for the demand side. So it's sort of shaking off that U.S. dollar strength. Copper's hanging in pretty well, leaving a tail in the session. Metals, as it is for the precious, though, a lot of headwind now overhead. We'll update those levels, and our team is here to help you navigate as we go through the week. And remember, again, I'll say it again, Fed Chair Powell tomorrow. It's going to be a big one. Our team is here to help. Don't hesitate to reach out. 312-278-0500. Remember, futures trading involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors.